that left Riddle right for the picking. New Day had no clue that Viking Raiders have been involved until, of course, the jump at the end of the bout, laying waste to everyone in sight until an enraged Scotsman got back on his feet, flattened everything in sight. And now the tag division is really starting to hot up on Raw.
When asked why they got involved last week, the Viking Raiders said that the gods are angry with us. They demand a sacrifice and a spectacle and will do anything to win back their favor. So they look to knock off the New Day here tonight as Riddle and McIntyre look on. Match underway. This will be Eric starting things off with Xavier Woods of the New Day. As the match gets underway, we are in Memphis, Tennessee tonight. Had the opportunity to spend some time with my former broadcast colleague, WWE Hall of Famer Jerry the King Lawler, of course, from Memphis earlier today. I asked him to critique your work on Monday Night Raw as a broadcaster. Wade, he said, Well, no, just kidding.
Now I know you're lying.
He was very complimentary. It was great to see the King today.
Always great
doing
to see
well.
the true king of sports entertainment, Jerry Lawler.
Now side headlock by Xavier Woods, and a shoulder tackle takes down Eric. And Xavier Woods, of course, in the New Day, trying to jockey for position for perhaps a tag team championship opportunity down the road. The titles will be defended Saturday night at Payback by Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn against Priest and Balor of the Judgment Day.
And I promise you, all three teams, either in the ring or at ringside right now, will be watching that match at Payback very closely. And of course, the winners of this particular match might find themselves in pole position for a championship opportunity.
There's a wicked right hand by Eric, and now Woods sent into the corner. The highly athletic Xavier Woods. Caught by Eric, though. There's the power of the Viking Raiders. Just simply slowing things down and punishing their opponent.
Very few who can have any answer to that as we take a look at Valhalla out here in antlers, Michael Cole.
Yeah. Has anybody ever worn antlers to the ring?
Well, it's as scary as it gets. You should go interview her right now, Cole.
No, thank you. And look at now the double team by Eric and Ivar pounding away. There's also a skull on her head, Wade.
Various accessories that I want no part of, Michael.
And this is Ivar. Such a big, powerful man, but extremely agile for his size as Woods try to fight out of the corner, but this is where the Viking Raiders want Xavier Woods far away from Kofi Kingston.
And there are simply unmatched levels of barbarity in that ring when the Viking Raiders get rolling.
What do you think Drew McIntyre's thinking about this whole thing with Riddle?
Oh, I mean, a face tells the whole story, right? Drew has been pretty angry ever since SummerSlam.
Cover! Oh, and a kick out by Woods at 2.
Somehow, Riddle occasionally gets a little chuckle, but look at the frown on McIntyre's face.
What is Riddle doing with the Sharpie? Oh, and by the way, the back of that picture, I can see it from here. It says McRiddle Notes. He's taking notes on this matchup for, I guess he's calling this team McRiddle now.
Well, you might get a fast food sponsorship out of that. Probably a smart idea.
And again, the Viking Raiders continue to dominate Xavier Woods, and Kofi Kingston on the other side of the ring realizes his partner needs help. And the WWE fans in Memphis trying to will Woods and the New Day on, but a knee right to the midsection drops Xavier Woods.
Kofi Kingston has simply been isolated from the get-go in this matchup. Viking Raiders doing what they do best, divide and conquer.
And Woods now trying to fight out, make a tag. Can he get there? Arm's length away from Kofi Kingston.
You get into a tug of war with the Viking Raiders, you ain't winning, but duck and dive might do it.
And here comes the former WWE champion, Kofi Kingston, lighting up the Viking Raiders.
Man who has won it all in this game, but wants tag gold once again, no doubt.
Now Kofi, nobody home as Ivar skips out of harm's way momentarily, but Kofi caught him with a kick. And now Kingston up to the top rope. Kofi, what a crossbody. Cover now, lateral press, kick out at 2 by Ivar. Kofi got some height here, didn't he?
Got some real spring in those boots, Kofi Kingston. No sign of ever slowing down.
And a boom drop by Kofi. It was so funny last week when he hit him in the face with his jacket.
Nothing funny about that. I was watching him from the beginning today. They better not throw any more junk in my direction. McIntyre looked as unimpressed as I do.
And now Valhalla and Eric, and now Xavier Woods driving Eric right into our announce table. Kofi Kingston gonna fly! The New Day in control of the Trust Dive by Kingston. And a kick out by Kofi Kingston at 2. Viking Raiders dominating the New Day and scouting things at ringside. The newly formed tag team of Drew McIntyre and Riddle. Now, during the commercial break, Wade, you being the journalist you are, got a hold of the picture in which Riddle is taking notes as he scouts this matchup. What are some of the things that Riddle's talking about in his little scouting report?
Well, there were 5 bullet points. There was, well, take another look at this, first of all, from the impressive Ivar.
Bang! I hope he was talking about that.
But the 5 bullet points on that sheet of Riddles were headlock, arm wringer, Kofi on fire, impressive, and sweet sneakers, which I have to assume he was talking about the sneakers on Kingston and not the sneakers on the Viking Raiders.
Wow, that's pretty impressive.
I don't know how that's going to help you win a match, but he's making notes at least.
Riddle doing his homework, and who he's talking about these back elbows by Ivar, driving them into the face of Kofi Kingston. We were also corrected during the commercial break as well when we asked the question, has anybody ever worn antlers at ringside like Valhalla is? And yes, someone did. The Barbarian back in the day. Kofi Kingston off that drop kick. Now he buys himself some space. Can he make a tag to Xavier Woods as the antlered Valhalla makes her way up to the apron? Creeping toward Xavier Woods. Well, and the distraction.
This was looking like now or never for that tag for Kingston. But removing Xavier Woods from the equation via distraction, Valhalla and the Raiders take over once again.
Oh, and Ivar splash in the corner, and Eric takes out Kofi. Here's the cover for the win for the Raiders. Kofi fights to stay in it. The mesmerizing Valhalla looking on. Very physical action in this matchup. First the splash. Now watch this. Boom!
Ferocious vessels carrying out the will of the gods. That is the Viking Raiders in a nutshell.
Valhalla screaming, barking orders, directing traffic, and Eric and Ivar.
Valhalla spewing out psycho babble, but somehow it fires her team up.
Kofi trying to get to the corner and make a tag to Woods. Eric doing what he can, trying to drag Kofi back into his corner. Tag made by Ivar. Here comes the big man. And Ivar with a clubbing blow right to the back of Kingston. Cover again by Ivar. Look at it. Forearm right in the face, rubbing it right across the bridge of the nose of Kingston.
Ivar was smart enough to know a competitor like Kingston was not going to go down that easy. It's going to take more, so why not rough him up in the process?
Yeah, continue to inflict punishment with that wicked forearm right across the face, the cross face by Ivar as he makes the tag to Eric, and a boot right to the side of the head of Kingston.
Club to the bridge of the nose, boot to the jaw. Kofi Kingston's face getting a full workover.
Again, Riddle and McIntyre scouting and looking on. Another cheap shot by Eric. Woods dying to get into this, but being anxious there by Woods allows the Viking Raiders a quick double team of Kingston.
Kingston might want to tap out at this rate. I'm not giving him much of a chance from here.
And remember, Kofi just returned to action a couple of weeks ago after ankle surgery.
Yeah, and he beat the Viking Raiders on his big return alongside Xavier Woods. Perhaps the gods weren't impressed with this, but wait a second.
Ivar is in Eric now, having words with McIntyre and Riddle at ringside. Oh!
Not going to take much to set McIntyre off after last week.
And that slight distraction was allowing Kofi Kingston to fight back.